Each spring, tens of thousands flock to Oxford for Double-Decker Weekend, an extravagant arts festival highlighted by its musical acts. Much like a set list, the SEC schedule features many highs that bring the crowd to its feet, as well as downturns that taper the excitement.
Caracci has done his job tonight. He strikes out the last 4 batters he faces.
Swung on, fly ball left field. It's high in the air toward that wall. Going back is Ward. He watches it over the wall. It goes solo shot.
Into left. That's going to get down. It's going to cut the lead down, and it's gone. Kessinger has gone deep.
Great day for Greg Kessinger.
Swung on, high fly ball, left field, backing up at the wall. It's at the monster and gone. Green light for Cooper Johnson. He gets the solo homer to tie the game at 4-4. How about that? Caracci ready and delivers. Ground ball left side. It's a base hit to win it.
Needing a series win to reignite the crowd as the SEC race heads towards its crescendo, the Rebels return to their favorite stage, Swayze Field.
We're at Le Bonheur. I was here for about 2 weeks. My sophomore year of high school, got really sick, tore my small intestine. This is my first time coming back since I was in this hospital, so it's pretty special. You know, there's a lot of memories coming back, but I'm just excited to be with the kids today.
Well, I think we're going to get up there here in about 10 minutes or so and do a little skit for the little game show action. Going to sing some songs, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Game Show!
That was hard to watch. That was terrible. He had no idea what to do with his entire body.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. That's all. Where you are.
I can just see him growing more and more, just getting less of a feel every song he plays. Look at him.
We she didn't have it. Sunrise on the darkest days. And the sun away. Let's go. Hear me say, since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. I'm summing it on, yeah, yeah. Next to you, now I get what I want. Since you've been gone.
We're going to head to my old room that I stayed in while I was here, see the young man that's in there right now, hopefully bring a little joy to his day, see how he's doing. That's pretty interesting actually, because one of the things for my recovery, I had to walk these halls every day. Had about 3 poles on my body that my parents had to drag with me, but I made these rounds every day for about a little bit under 2 weeks, I think. Hey Evan, how are you doing?
He's like, what is going on here? I like this. He likes cameras.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was telling them earlier, this was my room when I was in the Bonheur a few years ago. So I wanted to come visit it and see who was in it now.
Well, it's good
Yes,
to meet
ma'am.
you.
Nice meeting you too.
Thank you for coming up to see my boy.
Glad we could come say hey.
Are you going to be shy? Don't you want to shake hands with Thomas? You want to shake hands? Yeah.
There we go. And that's a big part of my life that some people would say it's a bad time in my life, but I think it's something that shaped me for who I am today, and I've really enjoyed my time at this hospital, and I really do love this hospital. The people that have helped me through everything, and getting to come back through here and see all the kids that were so much worse than me just shows me how fortunate I am and how blessed I was to be at a hospital like this.
A rainy Friday afternoon meant two things for the Rebels. Their 6 o'clock game time would now move to 8 p.m., and the tarp would have to be pulled.
We've got the most tarp practice in the SEC in the country.
It's great.
He doesn't do anything, ever.
He's not working. Don't let them convince.
He doesn't even have a snap.
Haven't we already had enough segments of LVP on the season? We don't need this.
This is like groundbreaking because that's the first time he's ever touched a tarp. You got it on.
True.
You got it on
I
camera.
am not the LVP.
Let's look for Cooper. I don't even think he's
Cooper
out.
Johnson, Thomas Dillard.
Cooper's not even out here. He's in the indoor stretcher. Man, good job. Great job.
Parker, you have $100 freaking mud boots on. You should be all over this tarp. You should be loving it. Yeah, sorry, I didn't get it right. They're $200 season. They're $200.
You're looking at the two hardest workers on tarp pool. Grinders right here.
Maybe an hour late, but let's get going. Tonight, SEC baseball from Oxford, Mississippi. Mike Bianco's squad trying to get things going on the mound and on the plate. And meanwhile, this is a Texas A&M squad that comes in fighting for a division championship. Will Etheridge gets the ball for Ole Miss tonight. 6'5", 240 pounds from Lilburn, Georgia. And here's a look at Etheridge's impressive numbers.
You'll see Etheridge's stuff. When it's around the plate, he usually is. He has plenty of swing and miss stuff and really looks the part of an ace for this Ole Miss club.
Off the handle, little chopper. Etheridge handles it. Nice play off the mound, one down. Same spot, throws Shoemaker.
Yeah, boy! Yeah!
Despite the early success for the Rebel Ace, you are never out of the woods in the SEC.
Two in scoring position here. Another one down the line, but that is snared by Keenan across the line, and it is dropped at first base by Zabowski.
And the number 6 ranked Aggies would build an early lead.
Etheridge checks the runner twice and delivers, and that's going to be a little soft liner right center field. Now it'll dump in for a base hit. Will score a run. Hall charges it, has it, throws towards second. Blake goes first to third, and Foster scores from second, 3-0.
It's hard to go out there and give up hits or runs like that because it's just like barely falls in, and just gotta get back out there and put up some more zeros. And I knew our offense was struggling a little bit against their lefty, and I had to keep fighting all the way till the end of the game.
But let's make some pitches here and get off the field, all right? First pitch going to be a mini wave away, all right? This is the guy that tried to bunt last time. We hit him, all right? Don't force the pitches, right? Your stuff's too good tonight. Just let it go and make the pitches. You don't have to force it in there, all right?
Etheridge not only responded to the adversity, he elevated his game in spite of it, pitching into the 8th and quieting the Texas A&M bats along the way.
I'm not too old.
Full count, swing and a miss, struck him out on a fastball, and 1-2-3 will go the Aggies for the second inning in a row. Well, he's retired 7 straight.
It was now up to his offense to battle back against the Aggies' top arm, John Duxakis.
They must know what they're doing. Here's Michael Fitzsimmons to pinch hit.
Good fit. Hot 3-2 on Mike. What'd you say, baby?
Line drive, right field, Fitzsimmons. There's a base hit.
Yes! Yes! Let's go! Pick him off! Atta baby Cap!
Senior Michael Fitzsimmons' leadoff single would produce the first score of the night for the Rebels. Heading into the 8th inning, he would provide the spark the offense had been waiting for.
Bunt laid down. Calic to third. Threw it away.
Yeah, throw it away. There he is.
Kevin Graham from the St. Louis suburb of O'Fallon, Missouri, comes to the plate. 19-year-old has 5 home runs and 17 ribbies.
Calic delivers. Swung on, lifted left center field. This should get the tying run home. The center fielder makes the catch to Loach. Here comes Dillard that throws back toward third, and we're even. 3-3.
Free baseball from Oxford, Mississippi. Rob Childress has already used his closer tonight. Now he's looking for some offense late in this one.
The sudden death nature of extra innings puts every play under a microscope. Every at-bat, every throw, every pitch.
The 2-2 to the backstop. Here comes a runner. Play at the plate and save! And the Aggies take the lead in the 11th.
Really upbeat coming back into our dugout. You know, let's just score. Come on, here we go. You know, very uplifting. And so I felt pretty good running over the third base coaching box. I felt like, man, if we can get a base runner here, we're going to put some heat on them. We're going to give ourselves a chance.
1 ball, 1 strike to Olenek. Swung on, lobs left field, get down ball, and it does. And there's a 1-out single for Olenek.
I'm not the only one that, felt confident about it. Everyone who came up, they had really good at-bats, a really good approach, and stayed within themselves.
Chopper and back down. What a flip, but Shoemake couldn't hold it. Everybody's safe. To a board with 1 down in the 11th. Here's the 3-1. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Rebels.
And I think I got in the hole, and Connor Green said, it's going to get to you, the bases are going to be loaded, and you're going to hit the winning base hit.
But I think that's it's an easy thing to call because it's Thomas Dillard.
Up the middle, base hit. Yeah! Olenek has scored. Kessinger will come home, and Ole Miss wins it in extras.
The game had lasted almost 4 hours, with Dillard's walk-off coming at 2 minutes past midnight, bringing a dramatic, if not late ending to the series opener. Much like the night before, Texas A&M turned to another electric arm on the mound to challenge the Rebel hitters.
Asa Lacy on the mound, the sophomore from Kerrville, Texas, and he is a good one. Fastball in the low to mid 90s. He's 6-2 on the year, a 1.97 ERA. Asa Lacy has ace stuff.
And a pitch. Fastball, no doubt about it. Throws him with a 95 fastball.
2-2. Backswing, strike 3. Third strikeout for Asa Lacy, and that is what he does.
There's too many late swings. Not one, of all the fastballs, nobody's been on time one time. And so that's why you swing and miss this.
Yeah.
It's because you're late. Yeah. Somebody's got to get the barrel around, you know what I'm saying? At some point, we got to do that. At some point, we got to quit saying it's so hard, it's this or that. You strike out on a breaking ball, or, you chase one up here. I get you can't do it all. Right. But if he throws you a fastball in here, that's what changes the game.
First pitch is a video, fly ball right, well stroked. Foster back at the wall, reaches up, and he missed it. It's gone. Solo homer. Anthony Servideo has his first of the year, and the Rebels take a 1-0 lead.
You know, we took some pretty good swings off that kid early in the game. Really, the fourth inning on, I think we really got to him.
Towing the opposite rubber, Doug Nikhazy has proved time and again he relishes the challenge, especially facing off against the league's best.
Strikeout, ground out, strikeout in the first, ground out, strikeout in the second. So far, ground out, strikeout in the third for Doug Nikhazy. The 2-2 pitch to Brown. And he rolls that one toward Nikhazy on the third base side, gloves it, fires to first, a little bit high, but a catch by Fitzsimmons, and that ends the inning. 9 up, 9 down for Nikhazy through the first time through.
Coming in, I thought that at best I was hoping to my parents, calling my parents saying, I really hope I get 10 innings this year. I really hope I get a chance to play at Swayze at least one game, and then now to have this experience going on, it's like a dream come true, so it's awesome.
Swing and a miss. Frizzell goes down. Fourth strikeout of the game for Nikhazy. Finish it.
Yeah! There's a fastball. Got him looking. He was looking for something else, and that's strikeout number 5 for Doug Nikhazy.
2-2. Swing and a miss. 10th strikeout of the game.
And we'll see you. You guys how many? 10 Ks for Doug Nikhazy.
You know, he's intense out there. He's a guy that's like laser focused. He's going to lock in every time out there, and he's going to get the job done no matter what it takes.
Great job, Doug. Great job, Doug. You boy. Awesome job, boy.
In this heavyweight bout, the Aggie lefty flinched first.
He has made the signal, and Texas A&M is going to go to the pen.
Although we didn't score a ton off Lacey in Game 2 on Friday, we drove the pitch count up. You know, he's in the hundreds of pitches through 5 innings or whatever. We make them go to the bullpen, and once they did, the floodgates open.
And a pitch. Swung on, line drive, base hit to right. This will be interesting. The right fielder charging Foster. Here comes Gendel. Here's the throw toward the plate, and he's safe standing.
Side base hit for Gray Kessinger. Ole Miss leads 4-2.
Stay hot, Gray, stay hot!
Woo! So first and second, 2 down for Tyler Keenan. Back-to-back 2-out hits for the Rebels. The 1-0 to Keenan. Swung on, fly ball, left center field. On the run is Deloach toward the warning track, still running. You can forget it because it's out of here! 3-run homer for Tyler Keenan. Let's go! And the Rebels have blown the game open.
Come on!
Tyler Keenan may be the best off-speed hitter, DK, I have seen in college baseball in a long time.
Let's go!
TK definitely wants to shine for the camera. We made fun of him. He slid into home when there was no play at the plate just because he was on the mic. We let him know about it. But if he's gonna hit some home runs, give him the mic every game. We're fine with that.
There is something there, I think. I think we should start miking him up every game or something, or maybe just the big ones. I don't know.
I'm tired. I'm tired. Come on, baby. I'm tired.
This game is over. Rebels win 13-3.
If I'm going to hit a home run every time y'all give me the mic, I want the mic tomorrow and the next day and the day after that.
I guess I'm sneaky pops.
Anthony Servideo
No, God no. Who told you that? Did he tell you that? That is an Anthony thing to say. No, Anthony does not have kids.
Once things got rolling, man, it's fun to be a part of. Great team win and get another one tomorrow.
If you follow Ole Miss baseball, you know the name Henry Ulrich. But the out-of-the-ordinary path he took to Rebel fanhood may surprise you.
I like college baseball. I had the home run derby on, and I honestly don't know what the moment was that Henry started paying attention, but he saw Colby hit, and I think it was some of the clips of Colby and his bat flip that is what interested Henry.
To hear that story about Colby, and he couldn't have picked a better guy to like. And then to have him come down. I think it was that fall, you know, maybe came down for a football game, came over to practice.
Henry, we're going to hit in the next group, okay? Is that all right with you?
We should go stretch out real fast.
Probably.
Take him to stretch out.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Can you put one out?
Yeah.
To watch, Henry, light up when he's in the dugout or walking around the facility, that I know it does to the players, makes them feel special, that they can be part of his life.
This is much cleaner than when I play baseball. There's sunflower seeds all over the place.
It's just the joy that he brings, when he's on a baseball field. It's just, it's not fake. It's genuinely just, you can just see it, how much he loves it.
You look awesome. Here, I'll get sunglasses too. Let's do it.
Which guy are you gonna hit like? Tyler Keaton.
Yes. Right here. No doubt. That means Homer.
You having fun, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, you might be the best hitter in this group right now. You're putting some barrels in the ball.
I'm gonna throw a rocket.
Yeah, let's throw. You want to throw?
Yeah.
You bring your glove?
But Henry isn't your typical fan. He suffers from Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which makes throwing rockets monumental challenges.
Duchenne muscular dystrophy is a genetic condition where you're not allowed, your body does not produce any dystrophin, and dystrophin is the enzyme that helps build and repair damaged or muscle that you need. He doesn't walk up and down stairs. We have to carry him. He can't get up and down into cars. Sometimes seatbelts are even difficult for him because the torque that he needs to generate is just really hard for him. On a daily basis, it's hard for him sometimes to write, and he gets really tired really quickly.
It makes him happy to see everybody else smile, and you can't keep a smile off your face when you're around him, and he really helps you put everything in perspective. If you think you have a bad day, just think about like his best day is one of your worst.
You have to take Henry as the whole package, and I think it's really easy to look at Henry and say, wow, that kid's got that physical disability, that is a really tough break, but part of Henry is that spirit and his happiness, and I've never seen a kid that's happier in my entire life.
The relationship that we have with Henry, we get to see how positive he is. And it just makes our lives better because we're getting out here to go play baseball, and we don't have to deal with the things that he has to, and to see his positivity about life and everything, it just makes you want to keep going.
Oh, Henry? Oh boy, I like that sleeve. He's swagged out now.
He's a big energy bringer. He's great to be around. He's always got a smile on his face. He's a guy you want to have on your team.
Being a part of the team didn't stop at Swayze either.
Henry is so passionate about the sports, whether it be, AJ or Greg Little in football, Brian and Terrence Davis and KJ in basketball. I'd have to name the entire roster in baseball. These kids mean something to him. When the basketball team made the tournament, he wasn't happy that Ole Miss made the tournament. He was happy for a group of kids and a group of coaches and administrators that have done so much for him, and he wanted them to achieve their dreams just like they helped him achieve his. It is incredible how he views them.
Hey! What's up, big man? Hey, what you doing, my man?
Yeah.
Love it.
See what the
Henry, thanks for being here. You brought us luck.
That's it, right
there. 2 games you've been to on the road, Illinois State, right? And this one. Jersey. You look really good.
Honorary team. My man Hen. Oh, throw up that fold. Throw up that fold.
That was a game where we pretty much clinched our tournament appearance. And Henry was there, and we closed out the game. I had a pretty good game, and he came, sat down next to me, had my jersey on. And just that shows, that video honestly shows, our relationship perfectly, man. It's just all smiles in that locker room, and a lot of it was because of him.
It's surreal. I hear a lot of people talk about the millennial generation and how different it is, but there's something incredibly positive about the group of people that are behind us, and that is they're incredibly caring and incredibly loving. We have met athletes in football, basketball, baseball, and not just a few. at least probably 100 or so. And the character of the kids and the character of the coaches that bring in kids with great character is something to really be admired.
Before long, the tables turned in the relationship, and Henry turned into his superhero's Superman.
It just grew as the time went on, just from his support, and he wanted to win, more bad than we did most times. So, anything I can do for Henry, because he's been there for me, so I'll do the same for him.
Hey, I want to hug too. Bring it in. Thanks, big man. I don't think he realizes that it means more to us than I think it means to him. And he thanks us, and his family thanks us all the time, but I don't think we tell them thanks enough.
He's an inspiration. I mean, you're talking about a kid who's gone through so much adversity, and I feel like the Lord has blessed me to be able to meet somebody like that, somebody who can put things in perspective, and he shows up every day with a positive attitude, and his energy is just given to every single person he comes in contact with. It's crazy to see a kid who has been through so much adversity, and he puts a smile on his face every single day, and every time you talk to him, it puts a smile on your face, and he's just a great person to have around.
Can I get a big hug, man? I gotta get out of here.
Big hugs.
Come on, squeeze me. Love you, buddy.
Big hugs.
Thanks so much for coming, man. We're gonna get you one tomorrow, I promise you. Do everything I can to make that happen.
The first weekend we were here, about 3 years ago, was a weekend where Mississippi State swept Ole Miss here at Swayze. At the end of the third ball game, I have a picture that's my favorite picture of Henry, and it's a picture with Ryan, all 6'5" of them, holding up a 6-year-old Henry who looks like about a third of the size of him. And if that kid can work as hard as he does, and handle success and failure that way, why can't I? That's what really the impact is made on me. How come I don't have the maturity to do what these kids do? It's so incredible.
I think that's Connor Green. That's pretty good, huh?
Thanks, Ed.
But you still gave it.
Yeah, I did. It's true. It's true. It wasn't a grand slam.
It wasn't?
It was just one run.
Oh, I thought it was.
So hot.
For a fan who sticks by his team through thick and thin, the Rebs look for every reason to celebrate Henry's highs at the Yard.
What's up, my guy? How we doing? Happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday, buddy. It's a birthday. Morning, man.
9.
There's been many birthdays that I've had, as a baseball coach on the road, right? So one of the things that you miss on the road sometimes is, having a cake, right? You get to blow out the candles, but not today. Come down here, buddy. Come on down here.
Happy birthday, dear Henry. Happy birthday to you.
Birthday stuff. How's the cake? Is there any more? Is it down there? Was it cookie cake? Was it good? Did you get a piece of a lot of icing or no icing? Yeah, I hear you. I like icing.
It means a lot to Henry, and it's so much more than baseball. Frankly, they're not athletes, they're people. And when somebody has a mean tweet about Ryan or says something negative about Coach Bianco, there's a little boy somewhere reading that who wants to tweet back. And he said, Dad, every single Sunday night I'm going to send a tweet to thank somebody who's done something really special to me. And my hope is that people will start treating each other a little bit nicer. That is something that has a huge impact on me. It's had a huge impact on our entire family, and it stems from the kindness of other people. And those are the things that the kids that play these sports, the Ryan O'Lennox, the Colby Bortles, the Will Golsons, the Tate Blackmans, they were so kind to him, and it's something that Henry has learned so well, to be kind to other people.
With the energy Henry brings to the Ole Miss Baseball Club, it was only fitting to return the favor in his honor.
We want every day to think of you giving us energy and fuel. So come on this way.
but he's always fought through. He's always got a big smile. He's always brought energy, and every time we see him, he's that energy giver, that fueling station, if you will. And so I thought it was the way it should be, that if you're walking into a place, a room, that you're going to get some fuel, you're going to get some energy. Why not name it Henry?
So check this out. See what the name of this place is?
The Henry.
How about that? Huh?
That sounds.
Is that cool or what?
Yeah. Henry, look right there. I'm getting strawberry milk.
He has no idea the impact that he has on us. We would love to be half the person that Henry is.
Why Ole Miss chose Henry, I don't know. I'm incredibly grateful for it, but you've chosen to do this for him, and that's the unbelievable part of this story. Ole Miss loves him and thought enough of him to name a piece of your building after him meant so much to us. I can't really put it into words, and I'm just really grateful.
What better way to start off Energy Saturday than with the Rebels' most spirited supporter? And in-depth analysis on his pitching style.
Yeah, that's it. You got that easy. Yeah, he's got a bunch of pitches that no one knows how to throw yet. He's inventing his own pitches.
It looks like he's got some good arm side run too. Definitely would be tough to hit. Probably tough to catch as well.
He said he's going from the mound too. He said yesterday from the mound, 78 sinker strike. So I believe him.
He's going to paint the outside black, unhittable pitch, but it's going to be definitely going to be a strike.
I guarantee it's going to be somewhere in the low 90s if I had to guess. I talked to him a little bit before. He's feeling pretty confident, so hopefully it's right down the middle too.
You ready? Let's do it now.
Go, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the field for today's ceremonial first pitch. And here to throw out the first pitch is Ole Miss superfan Henry Ulrich. Henry's connection with Ole Miss began with a special relationship with the Ole Miss baseball program and has blossomed into a connection that spans over all Ole Miss sports and the Rebel Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Ulrich family superfan Henry Ulrich.
Come here, big guy. Thank you so much. We love you, Henry.
The strike thrown by Super Henry would set a precedent for the day, happily continued by freshman hurler Gunnar Hoagland.
You're gone!
I'm Gunner.
Extra curve away, extra curve away.
The 0-2 to Honer. Swing and a miss. Chase the breaking ball away.
That was gross!
Fastball in, fastball in.
He struck him out. 91 fastball froze him in the inner half. Got him looking. Great pitch.
Kind of just started early. I just felt I had command of all three of my pitches, and that's all you can really do. You know, just go out there, execute, and everything else is out of your control.
Gunner's mentality is, it seems like it's just go right after people. I think he's growing into this like new persona of someone who's gonna go right at you and like try and see if you can hit his stuff, and if you can't hit it, he's just gonna blow right past you.
Despite the early control displayed by the freshman, an SEC opponent can take advantage of a single mistake. And after an elevated pitch and a trip around the bases for the Aggies, battle-tested veteran Cooper Johnson would do his part to settle the young pitcher down.
Tom.
Yep. Time.
I don't care if you have to spike it, but start missing down.
All right,
okay?
got you.
Down in the zone. Come on. Good boy. Good. Right idea. Hey, one pitch away. Looking good. Real good.
And the 2-2. Breaking ball away in the dirt, ball 3. Full count as Honer read that one, let it go by.
Atta boy, better. Very good.
1-1 here today in the 5th. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck out at a breaking ball in the dirt.
See ya.
Yes!
Let's go, baby! Hey, yes. See? Just gotta focus on just shoving it down there. I'm gonna block it up if you miss down.
Keep attacking.
Just miss down. You're so much better because your ball's sinking and diving when you're down there. It's really good down there.
Johnson's leadership would pay off. The youthful arm settled in, leading to a 2-2 stalemate going into the last at-bats, and where one of the biggest swings of the day was one that didn't happen.
Dillard with 9 long balls on the year. He's driven in 41. And he draws the walk.
Now, there are a lot of power hitters out there that just kind of swing kind of aimlessly, you know, but I knew if I could get on base as the opening base runner right there, then all the guys behind me would hit me in for sure.
Dillard at first, 1 down. Cole Zabowski, 2 for 3, waiting for his first pitch. And here it comes.
Zabowski lines one into center field.
To the third, Thomas.
Dillard's going to try to take third. The throw is off the mark.
That's the unique thing about Thomas is you look at him and he looks like a bowling ball, but the thing that gets lost is that he's such a good base runner. And so Zebo gets to base it up the middle that moves the center fielder, I guess, slightly maybe to right field. And so once Thomas saw that, the play's in front of him. So he doesn't have to look at me to see if I'm going to bring him or not. The play's right in front of him. I trust that he's going to make the right read.
Their whole outfield was playing about 3 steps away from the track. So once I saw where the center fielder was, when I started running, I knew there was going to be no way that he could make that throw. So I took the extra base, and I knew getting there with no outs was going to be massive.
And you knew at that point we're in really good shape because we got a runner at third base with less than 2 outs, and that's what we preach. But if you get the guy to third base with less than 2 outs, in all likelihood, we're going to score that guy.
Bases loaded, 1 down, bottom of the 9th for Michael Fitzsimmons. He struck out swinging in the 7th.
So it was bases loaded with 1 out. So I'm trying to see something up and elevate it so I can get a pop fly and anything to the outfield. Thomas will score because Thomas is quick enough to get to home plate.
Coach Clem, as soon as I got over there, he said, be ready for anything by him. Just got to beat the pitcher to the plate.
Righty on righty. And here's his pitch. Ooh, big cut, fouled it back, said he didn't touch it. He's coming home. He's safe, and the Rebels win.
Yes, sir! Let's go!
A walk-off wild pitch, and Dillard scores, and Ole Miss sweeps Texas A&M.
Nice weekend, man. Dude, what a weekend. No, almost 10,000 people today. Electric stuff. Ah!
Run a 7.5, boys. I promise you I'm staying here.
All right, which one's better, Magic School Bus or Bill Nye the Science Guy?
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
What's a baseball player's least favorite Star Wars movie?
I don't know.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Is it your second bag? No, it's my first.
You guys have some big bad breakfast this morning?
Yeah.
How was it?
Good.
What'd you eat?
Shrimp.
Shrimp?
And have a grand slam day.
Hotty toddy.
That's a wrap.